Okay, June the 3rd, 2014, we had a judgment in the Supreme Court. TSendsuren versus the Department of Child Protection, and Miss TSendsuren won her case in the Supreme Court with Justice, what was his name? Commissioner Sleight. And since then, the government has done 10 times worse to Miss TSendsuren. It's disgusting, so evil and violent. Did you want to talk about what's happened since the judgment of Commissioner Sleight on the 3rd of June 2014?
Well, I basically hunted down when I went to Canberra to file a lawsuit against him.
Will they return your child?
Yes, and basically police was, accusing me of suffering from mental illness, and I was arrested for my car high beam was on, and when I requested him to complete for me for a phone call so that my daughter can be looked after by my friend, one of my friends.
Yep.
But police basically said no, the Department for Child Protection is already waiting for your daughter to be collected in Kalgoorlie. So from Coolgardie, my daughter and I were taken to Kalgoorlie, and since that I haven't heard anything from my daughter at all. I was locked up in a Franklin Center for subject to mental illness, suffering from psychosis, and I was injected and drugged against my will for 1 month.
30 days,
and
forcibly locked up, forcibly drugged.
And during that time, the Department for Child Protection basically gave very fraud information in relation to my mental health state, and no one is listening to me. The psychiatrists are not listening to me, and I was subject to suffering from mental illness, and I was now I'm on community treatment order, and I don't have any rights, and I have to, even I said I don't want to take it, and my future was going to be locked up again, and this time they're going to inject me if I refuse to take the drugs there.
But you're not suffering from a mental illness.
I know. I've been telling them, but no one listening to me.
Well, I'm listening because I know what they do. But you've got a Master of Human Resource Management from Curtin University, haven't you? So she's educated and intelligent. She won a Supreme Court case, and since that time, the police had her locked up in the Franklin Centre over money, fines.
Yes, yeah, fines and suspected. But you know what?
Well, tens of thousands of people. They're doing it to tens of thousands of people, so that's nothing. They're just trying to criminalise the public.
So while I was in Franklin Centre,
but they didn't take the amount off, though, did they? The Fines Enslavement Registry, I saw the email. She was locked up. The police had her locked up for 30 days because of fines, and then they didn't take the money off. They wouldn't take the money off. The Fines Enslavement Registry wouldn't take the money off.
Yeah, they're refusing me, basically.
So she was locked up and tortured for nothing. They wouldn't take the money off because you didn't file it while you were in the prison. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, I was filed it on 7th of September, and they received it on 15th of September, and I was released from Franklin Centre on 24th of September, and then Director of the Attorney, what is this called?
Attorney General.
Yes, basically called me that because it was because they received my application late after I released from the Franklin Centre, so therefore they basically said no. And
Michael Mission said no.
Yeah.
It's not being taken off. Michael Mission's a murderer and a torturer like all the other Liberal politicians. And you know what I'm talking about, you monsters. And all the Labor politicians. So not only are you stealing from her, and you were on a payment plan, is that right?
Yes, yeah. I was paying $300 per month.
$300 a month, so they still locked her up. Then they tortured her and forcibly injected her with chemical compounds. And then they didn't take the money off. And then Michael Mission says, no, it's not getting taken off. You're bastards. You're murderers. You're torturers, you're thieves. You stole a child's been stolen again. You all deserve to go to jail. You deserve to be sacked. All the government, political government men and women involved in this case deserve to be sacked and go to jail. You're all evil. You're all going to burn in hell, and you all deserve to go to jail first. It's absolutely disgusting.
When being true, you know what? Department for Child Protection is very abusive towards their power. They're very manipulative, and they made a lot of false information against me in terms of my mental health state. And they are very corrupted, and psychiatrists who assessed me was basically biased towards them. And I locked up. I have nothing to show against these powerful people, and basically
sick.
I was treated like no human.
Yeah.
No one is listening.
These people are mentally ill. They're sick. You must be absolutely crazy and mad and sick to lock people up by force and inject people by force for nothing, torturing people, and all you people deserve to be locked up and forcibly drugged against your will and have all your assets and money stolen and your children stolen, all your bank accounts controlled. And the way you use the police with psychiatry is Nazism. It's not the work of policing to make money out of the public and lock people up for nothing because of money, which is torture. It's absolute, total, inappropriate use of the police and psychiatry, because you've got it all worked out, haven't you? You've got it all worked out how to maintain your power and enforce power and control over the public by torturing them with psychiatry and the police. It's absolutely disgusting. It's horrific. It's like a Nazi country.
Where is that this expensive car? Where is that their big mansion? Where did they get this money from? And it's
because they steal from the public
and
they torture
living
people.
Out of it.
Yeah,
you
they
are
do.
very disgusting people. And
I
would
torturing people.
demand actually the head of CO at Department of Child Protection, Manager Freeman, should be sacked. They are promoting very wrong culture, and they're making a lot of lies, and then after all they've been done to me, and still managed to ask me, can you come to office and talk about my child?
Yeah.
And they took my daughter when she hadn't suffered any harm when she was in my care. Now she's suffering from heart-lung injuries, and then they claiming that that's not their fault, and then basically other kids pushed it. Come on, you took my daughter when she wasn't harmed, and I want my daughter back as healthy as she was before, and you are going to be accountable for what you have done to me and my daughter. You're very disgusting and disgraceful. You are bullying me outside the court. You know I'm that stupid, and you are very, very unethical and unprofessional. You know,
they're evil.
It's like,
and her daughter has told her that she's been forced to massage a man.
Yeah, one of the foster care son's food. You know, this
and babysit somebody for $2. It's slavery.
For 7
you take
years
people's
old
children,
daughter.
you steal their children, and you get them to do inappropriate things in so-called foster care. You're paying strangers to look after people's children after you steal them, and you do it to make a living. It's disgusting.